Hey, welcome everyone. This is Drippy, your source of options rip on a daily basis. On this channel, we talk about options, everything and anything related to it, and we talk about some swing trades, day trading opportunities, and everything else. So if you want to, create life-changing wealth, this is the place to be. And I'm your host, Drippy, and I talk about macroeconomic events, market structure, flow analysis, pattern analysis, and things of these sorts. I'm not a financial advisor, so anything I say here, you should take it as an idea and not a financial advice. And you should manage your risk and take profits. I may or may not be in these equities or derivatives. So, without further ado, let's talk about some setups I'm watching for this week and next week. So, let's recap some of the setups first, which we were watching last week. So, CF just broke out. This was the day, 18th March, when I recorded, broke out up 15%. Marvel, next day it had a kind of like a bearish day, but then wow, what a move! Same day contracts were up 1,000%, but our April 4th contracts, April 8th and 4th contracts were up nice as well, 100 to 150%. So pretty solid swing so far. And next, talk about SPLK. So these are longer term swings, right? So SPLK so far is getting rejected here. So I'm waiting for it to kind of break this level. It might break down, retest, fill this gap, retest this area or this EMA. The squeeze is building up though. So it's just waiting for the sector to move potentially. Excuse me. So next, I want to talk about is MRNA. Now mRNA, sold off the other day. It wasn't able to break, but now looking at from a 4 hour perspective here, it's still on this trend line. So, and also remember that we have news that China is shutting down at some level, for COVID testing, and results may come out soon. So keep Pfizer and Moderna on watch list. They might still run, even though the chart right now, like it's in middle of nowhere, and the swing setup is invalid. You could still trade that for intraday. So I still kind of think there is a room to go on mRNA. And the next one I want to talk about for upcoming week is JNPR. So JNPR is Juniper Networks, and wow, look at this chart, looks great. On the weekly chart we have this pennant formation breaking out. On the daily we have a squeeze formation, broke out already, and consolidated for a couple of days around this all-time high, and then broke out and with the solid hammer close. Now what I would ideally like to see is for it to retest this $36 mark, and if it pulls back here, that would be my entry point, entry trigger. Or if it breaks above this 36.62, and I'm looking at this first 37.5 would be the it would be kind of extended at that point of time. So I'll be expecting for a pullback. So I'm thinking that I'll probably trade this intraday this week, and then if I get a pullback, then I'll open a swing position for it. But if it continues to go, which it can, this name has shown in the past that once the squeeze is fired, it can go on for days and days, right? So ideally I would like it to kind of retest this 3450 EMA, which is catching up, right? So once maybe it retests this 37.5 area, this EMA would be around here, and it pulls back, and then we ride that for a bigger move to $40. And so it looks really good for a setup for swinging though. And my plan first is to trade it intraday, see where it pulls back to, and then catch the pullback. But if it continues to show strength, I'll continue to trade it intraday. So this is JNPR, looking at $37.5 to $38 this week on this name. Next one I want to talk about is I already shared the chart for it, is basically LEN, and it's the housing name. And we all know that the news about, your like company caution, the supply chain disruption, the inflation have sent pieces of raw materials soaring high, and also the soaring demand for homes um, was in the past, but now it's basically mortgage rates have increased suddenly, and I think there'll be less demand for them. So betting on that fact, and also the chart kind of broke out of this level. Now, I mean, you have to be careful with these names. They pull back sharp, so wait for an opportunity. Let's say that they it bounces from this level and retest this uh, you know um, trend line resistance. That would be a good entry area for a swing play. But for intraday, you can trade it below 81.87, around 75 puts. So I mean, if you look at the flow for this name LEN here, you can see that there was this multi-leg order: buy $70 puts and sell 75 puts, 54 days to expiration. So, and these were big orders too. Keep in mind cross order, but still, I mean, if you look at the other names in this list, which is HD has a lot of bearish activity here: 300 puts, 310 puts, 305 puts. So yeah, something to keep in mind as well is that the whole sector looks bearish, right? And so keep this one on your radar as well. Next one I want to talk about is CCJ. Now, CCJ uranium play. Chart looks absolutely beautiful here. We have a cup, and then maybe this is the handle formation. I'll be buying every dip on this name. And looking at the flow data here, there's a very high open interest, and now they opened 34 calls here for 14th of April 2022, so in 18 days. And they're buying out of money calls. And also looking at the open interest here, you can see 34 and 35, and the 35 call has open interest of 52,000 contracts here. So that's something. So, and it does look like it's about to break out, and this would be a multi month breakout here. So yeah, like something to, sorry about that chart. Yeah, something to keep in mind. Yeah, I need to fix this. Yeah, there you go. So looks absolutely amazing in my opinion. The chart looks amazing. We have this kind of long cup formation. I mean, we have seen these other names break out similarly, right? We have Equity Corp. This I missed already. This was on my watch list for a while, and this was also a cup formation, broke out big breakout on this name as well. This can continue for days as well. I will wait for a pullback though. Another one, which was OVV. It's similar, I mean, different charts, but you get my point here. They take time, but then they break out, and they break out big. So same with CCJ. It has macro events as well. So watching that as well. Next one I want to talk about is FSLY, FSLY. Now, if market is weak, this is the name I'm looking to short along with Snowflake. I think FSLY has room to go down. It gapped down on the earnings, kind of bounced with the market, consolidated for a couple of days, and now I'm waiting for it to retest this $12. And looking at the flow for FSLY here, you can see a lot of put buying here going on for 16 puts and $15 puts, 18 days to expiration here. So and these puts were purchased around end of day, so $16 would be around 4% drawdown, but I'm expecting around 15 to 20% drawdown on this in a week or 2 weeks. if the market shows weakness, and this name is kind of consolidating, it's not really showing strength. So maybe a couple more days of chop and then dump, or maybe dump on Monday. So, and the flow is kind of backing that up. Next one I want to talk about is CHWY. Now this is the name a lot of retailers love, and look at this flow. 1555, so around market close, a series of order came through. $41 puts, 5 days to expiration, and these are earning lottos in my opinion. And the earnings are this week for this name. So I think right now the chart's middle of nowhere on the daily chart, but if you look at the 4-hour chart of CHWY, it is in this range here. So I think this is more or less a earnings play, and I'll treat that as that. So if CHWY kind of gets rejected here below 44.85 area, I'll be looking to buy $43 puts, 42, and also possibly play earnings ER. I mean, this has been rejected by this EMA all this time, so I'm guessing that might happen again. But this is more or less like a lotto play to me, and it could pay out big. But keep in mind, this is also triple bottom formation, and earnings are coming up. It could also very well just go against you, so keep that as a lotto only. So these are the plays I'm watching for this week, and some things to keep in mind that another few names. Costco looks great. The setup might break out. Another one I'm watching is MO. MO looks great for a breakout as well. MO chart also looks really solid here. On the weekly chart looks great. It's kind of like cup formation again, and it actually closed above 40, like $54 is a level to watch on MO for breakout. And consumer staples itself, like the sector, looks like it might break out soon. So we're watching that. It's kind of lagging right now. It might get rejected here as well, so we can play it either way. But watching this sector as well. So yeah, these are the top 5 trade ideas I have for this week. And hopefully you guys are profitable this week. Have a nice week ahead. See you all. Bye.